In terms of laying out chairs, we've found that rather than using icons, it's much better to use the pod tool and treat the chairs as essentially booths. The technique I'm going to show, besides being quick, also provides more flexibility for editing the present layout as well as future layouts. In this example, I'm planning on ending up with 3 columns of chairs, with each column having 6 chairs. That's why the number of booths in a row is filled in as 18. I've chosen 1.8 feet or 21.5 inches allotted for the chair size and spaces in between. And the space between chair rows is 2 feet. Choosing an even number of feet for space between rows makes it really convenient for reasons I'll explain. And I chose the pod orientation direction to be horizontal with what I call serpentine numbering, and this I will explain in a bit too. Now the numbering of aisles is 6, and you're going to want to make that more than your immediate need to be able to reuse this pod for larger chair layouts you may have in the future. Working with such small shapes initially creates some peculiar results with the number sizes, so first grab all the booths and change the text size to 1. Then grab the overall pod, right-click and choose from that list Ungroup. Now zoom and pan so you have plenty of room below your pod. When you use your keyboard's arrow keys in Fair As Am I, each click is exactly 1 foot. So draw a window with your mouse around all but the first 2 rows of chairs and click down your arrow key twice for 2 feet. Do the same with each remaining group until all the rows of chairs have a 2-foot aisle in between. Now I'm ready to make my 3 columns of chairs, and I want to make those main aisles in between each to be 6 feet. So I grab that first 6 chair wide group and I click the keyboard right hand arrow 12 times. And then the next group of 6 chairs I click 6 times. I decided I want a 6-foot horizontal cross aisle too, and so I grab a group of chairs and click the down arrow 4 times to add to the existing 2-foot separation. So we've created our chair grouping. The type of numbering I call serpentine snakes up one aisle and down the other. The advantage is that later, if you reduce the number of chairs by deleting from the top down, the last remaining chair number will always provide you your total chair count immediately. I neglected to mention first off that you should create and save this layout on a building map that contains no other layouts, and then you have it to import into an existing layout and use anytime you need chairs. Before saving this layout, grab all the chairs, right-click and choose Group. Before you save, drag it up to the upper left-hand corner of your background map. This way, when you reuse the chair layout and import it into another background map, you can find where it lands easily. So now save it. After saving the layout, as usual, then you want to also export it. Next, go to Files, Export, choose XML, and very important, with the group selected, check the Selection Only box. Click it and export, and make it a different name than your saved file. When you're ready to use it in an existing layout, open that layout, go to Files, Import, find that exported file and open it. It will drop into the upper left-hand corner, and you can edit down to suit your particular requirement for the chairs on that particular layout. You can see how in constructing the original pod layout for chairs, the larger number of aisles you set, the wider range of seating numbers you can work with later by simply editing down the number of chairs from this layout template. This works well for editing down the numbers of rows you may need, but you will likely need separate chair layout templates when the numbers of chairs in a row is different. With just 1 or 2 practices, you'll find you can recreate any chair group template in just a few minutes.